The wolf who is yellow, to whom it may concern. What kind of beat is this? It's not the beat I was expecting.
Me either.
Okay, hold on. I had to pause it again because it takes 36 seconds to start a song. All right, YouTube.
For
doesn't
you,
play
yeah,
that.
for YouTube.
I wouldn't mind. If I was just listening to it, I wouldn't care. But YouTube will be like, you played it for too long.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got a copyright claim.
You're done.
They might still, since it's an 8-minute song. We'll see.
We'll pause.
Yeah,
Keep
we'll
pausing.
see. As soon as things go too long, YouTube starts acting crazy. I hope we can get through it. We'll see.
So I had a phone call with a good friend of mine the other night. And it seems that I've created some confusion. He told me straight up, people don't know you like I do, man. I guess I haven't said enough. Or maybe I've said too much, I don't know. But I don't want to leave any stone unturned. Or no questions about who I am. Or what I represent. So here you go.
Okay, again. I'm going to pause it again. That took too long to get into.
Okay. Kavian said he's talking about Big Crit there.
Oh, yeah, I said that in the
Oh, it did?
Yeah, in the description. I just didn't say that. But yeah, okay. Let's get into it.
Word.
I grew up in the deep gutter, raised by wolves. Church steeples in a single white mother. Taught to be blind to any color by hippies who've been smoking weed since the 60s with dukes and handsome for bed covers. Rock and roll, country music and cocaine. One hand on the Bible and the Ouija board in the other. The irony of it all is so thick that a flower gets stuck in the thin air of that dope smoke. Leonard Skinner and Michael Jackson, practicing moonwalking with a broomstick in the kitchen. Popping and locking, no BET on television. We didn't have it, we had the rabbits, the tinfoil. Mason jar and a counter full of bacon oil. Now looking back, talking about freedom, yeah, you were spoiled. Oblivious to the hideous crimes from the insidious minds that took place right below us on the southern shore. The blood and the pain left a recoil. The creek waters holding secrets. Ghosts of Confederate veterans in the wind. Backwoods are haunted with the death and the sin. Slave ships carried the lost souls. Wicked white men slaughtering angels for a fucking barcode. We bear these wicked ways. The world is still turning. And these motherfuckers with their crosses is still burning.
Hold on. Okay. I mean, he's not wrong. Nothing he said is wrong.
He's not. That is all that his facts.
Nothing he said is wrong. This is our history. You know, it is what it is.
Yep.
But we don't hold current day people accountable if they're not actively supporting it.
Exactly.
You're from where you're from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many different. America's flag is is the entire umbrella of all of that. But I still like the American flag. You know, the American flag still represents you can take the good and the bad with it. What you try to do is you just try to change, you know, try to change the meaning of not change the meaning, but change the perspective from focusing on all the negative to the things that are good about it. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be negative in the world at all times. Right now, there's negative in the world that we're ignoring. There's negative in America that's being ignored completely by the same people who are trying to hold old Confederate flags like they're accountable for something that...
Taking down statues
taking down statues and shit when shit is happening today that people aren't focusing on. You know what I mean? So it's like, if people pick and choose what they want to hold dear and hold as negative and add negative connotations to and things like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just so dumb. But he's not wrong. I get what he's saying. But again, this type of song as a response is crazy. Like, I don't feel like he should have had to do this.
Yeah, because he can't control where or how he was brought up too. You know.
Yeah.
Like he was. I'm sure he said he was poor, pretty much.
Yeah, which means,
and
if he's not a racist, then he's not a racist. You can't just call people racist because they have a flag. Like, imagine Kanye wore the same flag, and people will call him racist just because he wore the flag. And
so weird.
Dude has done more for young black kids who didn't fit into a mold than anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't for a Kanye, I wouldn't feel comfortable rapping my life. Yelawolf wouldn't feel comfortable rapping his life. Kanye kind of opened the door for people to be themselves in rap music. So, you know, but they still call him a bunch of different names. It's just, you know,
it's wild.
They let the bad outweigh the good, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I seen them at the courthouse. Not really sure what they trying to prove still. Jumped over mountains, they still trying to move hills. And the daughters probably listen to Drew Hill. Pussy hotter than blue steel for Drew Hill. Some Jesus gon' take the wheel, no you steer drunk. The youth here punks, the truth here come. I show you how these country folks pop that trunk.
He can rhyme, bro.
And my honesty is modest to tell the whole truth. Yeah, I've pondered and I've pondered to be spit it and called a rigger from who you consider the father at 14 to make you wonder and you wonder. Yeah, that's hard to hear, ain't it? But at that very moment, my picture got painted. Call it God, call it what you will, but I knew the South was sick still and in need of some changes, so I took it upon myself to adopt all the outcasts. I took the American and the Confederate flag, threw it in my back pocket. I even went and got tats and carried them like a shield for the shit that won't tell me back. And these redneck brothers of mine playing that 3-6 in a fucking cornfield and beat shorts with lift kits, oblivious to the beauty of juxtaposition. They had no idea how special it was to witness them in deep Alabama playing Snoop and Group Home, then hanging Metallica. I discovered a new zone and Catfish Billy, a way for me to talk about it. From then on, I was questioning how they doubted by my peers who didn't understand that all these years we've been the brunt of the jokes. America made it clear that we were backwards, wrong, behind, and segregated. So I decided the Yelawolf would go make it more obvious that we've grown. I polished up my tone.
Hold up. Did you hear that? What that guitar did and how he rapped on that? Hold up. I'm sorry, guys.
So I decided the Yelawolf would go make it more obvious that we've grown. I polished up my tone. I signed a shady and brought a record deal home. Look, mama, no hands. I'm coming up, yeah, I'm grown. Respect from the OGs. Co-signing my songs. First it was Bun B, then Raekwon and T.I.P. Then all of these MCs wanted features from me. But I was a live wire. My tongue was a fucking blade to these critics who didn't get it. The clips from the grenade in my teeth.
Bro, and he's not wrong, because I remember when he came out, like, that's another thing. It was like, this dude is he's, the thing that I like about him now, when back in the day, when I was in a super totally different mind state, he was the exact, like, I would look at him like a clown.
Yep.
Because he's a Southern rapper trying to rep Confederate flags and all this. That's the exact type of thought process. That's why it's so annoying to see people thinking like that, because I know the mind state that they're in when they're trying to do that.
Yep.
Like, it was the most cringe mind state I've ever been in my life. When I go back and look at my posts on Facebook and shit, I'm like, bro, what the fuck type of entitled, weird, know-nothing ass nigga was I? You know what I mean? You're not allowed to have differing opinions.
And he's explaining it like it's not how he views it and sees it and takes it, you know?
Yeah, and that's
his right too.
The fact that he can write like that is crazy.
Yep.
The fact that he can write like this is like, bro. You can't even. I wish talent and ability were 90% of consideration for rappers, because I understand that there's other things that go to it. Like the way you present yourself and who you actually are as a person, I guess. That doesn't matter as much to me. But it does when you're telling your story and you can present that story in a way that makes people understand it. That's like the most important thing that I think more rappers should be doing. Most rappers are just copy and pasting for money.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is how many different ideas can we get to converge in this one amalgamation of a genre? And that is the thing that holds hip-hop back the most.
Yep.
Is the fact that they won't allow it. This is why it's becoming a thing that is something totally different, because they want it to be something instead of an actual expression of what it should, like, of the people who are doing it. If someone's good at it, maybe we should be like, why are they not Or why are they good at this? How does someone we wouldn't expect to be good at this? How are they good at this? That should make you want to hear their story more. Instead, you have automatically in your head like, nah, I don't like that different shit. I don't like that. Unless the machine is pushing it. Unless the machine is pushing it in your face and forcing you to see it, then no one wants to see it. And that's just like, it's crazy. Hip-hop, make hip-hop a meritocracy. Facts. Facts. Along with everything else. Facts. Marcus Black wasn't a free thinker. That's a fact, Tails. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I wasn't. I thought I was.
Yeah.
I thought I was, but I absolutely wasn't, you know? And it's cool to be able to look back and be like,
yeah. Growth.
Yes, this is why this is why I try to express these type of things, because even though I feel stupid when I'm like, I feel totally different than I used to feel. You know, who wants to admit that they were dead wrong? Yeah. You know, but the fact that you got to this point and explaining how you got to this point is how you prove that it's not like, it is possible to have a change of mind, have a change of heart and a change of mind. Like you could absolutely, some people do it for clout and money. For grift, like, oh yeah, this is what's popping, I'm over here now. But if you really got to that point in a real way, explain that shit. Exactly. Which is exactly what he's doing on this song.
It's real shit, yep.
You know? But yeah. This is and what he just did, let's go through so. No, actually we'll listen to it. We'll continue to listen to it and then we'll go through what he said.
A little too unique, the critics who didn't get it, the clips from the grenade in my teeth. A little too unique, the market for me was smaller than some thought it would be, even me. So I looked in the mirror, saw the Jordans, the gold chain, my shirt, Pantera, rubber flag in my pocket, red tattooed on my neck, heart of Dixie across the stomach, and it ain't clicked yet. Maybe I wore the wrong shoes back to the woods, because these suede number 5s can't get wet. Maybe it's something I need to go figure out on my own. So after Radioactive, I took my shit back home, disappeared from the world, became increasingly different. Tuned in every once in a while to see who was spitting, but mainly I was in Nashville, getting back to my roots, exploring music with love story, I made it my truth. Dropped a single called Till It's Gone and traveled the globe. I started seeing rebel flags everywhere in my shows. I didn't think nothing of it, I assumed that they get it. I'm on some new South shit, but I have to admit it. I saw the post up on Instagram proclaiming I'm racist, and then I'm fucked in the head and I don't know where my place is. I started taking it personal, cause I treat people equal, homie. I got mixed kids and music is how I feed them. Lo and behold, as I'm saying this, I discovered this evil white boy went in the church and killed 9 innocent people. God damn.
Okay.
Moment of silence.
Okay, but hold on. All right. Let's give it a breathe for a second, and we'll go back in a second.
Okay, I thought you were about to.
Yeah, I was going to, but I want him to continue.
Yep.
Before I jump to any conclusions here.
9 innocent church going, people get murdered. There's not a word I can utter. There's not a rhyme I can say. There ain't no fixing that ever. Those people brutally slay, and I refuse to see ways to justify all the blame. Them motherfuckers insane. I got so mad at my own image. I took down merch. No explaining it now. It's only making it worse. This fucking coward, this criminal's just a puppet, a mental case. But the truth is the truth. He did it because of race. There's nothing I can describe the shame that I felt inside. The white boy with the flag committed these homicides. I tried so long to defend the South, and yes, it was my decision. My interviews all over the internet, you can see my vision. I never thought myself to be like a politician, just a witness to the sickness. The killing was in the bridge, and the bridge that I laid to the road that I built from the love and the wisdom. I'm trying to find my way, but now I'm feeling in prison from the stereotype. I was prepared for the fight.
Okay, hold on. Okay. He lost me at that, I'm not gonna lie. But I can get why he would feel like that, but from the outside looking in, and just from thinking about the situation, you're applying that to yourself. If a dude with a rebel flag goes in a church and kills a bunch of people because he's a fucking racist, that doesn't make you a racist because you had the same flag. That's like okay, one human does it, that means every human does it because they're all human.
Yep. That's like saying
you could do that with so many different
if one
things.
black person does something, all black people are the same.
That's what
People
I'm
say it all the time with everybody.
You wear Jordans, you know how many people kill people who wear Jordans?
Yeah.
And they're doing it for whatever reason. Do you do everything because of that too? I don't like that.
You're allowing it. Yeah. You're allowing that to be.
You're applying that to yourself.
Yep.
Which is, it's shame and guilt he said he felt. And I'm sure when people, I also don't have thousands of people trying to call me a racist and saying that I'm the reason that it happened and telling me that I'm the cause. You know, that's where the difference is. And people can't even imagine what that feels like because like I said, I get a few comments that say, I don't agree with your opinion. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah, I understand why he's doing it.
When you're actually feeling that pressure, it's very different. You know, so I can understand where it's coming from. But if I could just say this, that exactly, he made the point multiple times. The nigga is crazy.
Yes.
Crazy people will. They like symbolism too. Like it is what it is. They like flags and shit. Like you don't even know they're crazy until they do something crazy.
Exactly. And whatever you like, there's guaranteed somebody out there that's doing some crazy shit that likes the same thing that you like.
And that's what the government uses to group people together.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a conservative? Well, this conservative did this. So now all conservatives do this.
It's crazy.
Oh, you're this. Well, this person did this, so now everyone who identifies with that is now that, and it's like this is what they tried. That's called manipulation. That's called manipulating people, even though you know what you are, you know what you're not.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And if people just stood on business, they wouldn't be able to do that shit.
Straight up, bro.
But this is what happens in an industry when you're using, like he said, he uses rap to feed his kids and shit like that. That's what happens when you have things at risk, when there's things at stake, and they control that means of you to support your family and feed your kids, you are going to try to salvage it.
Absolutely.
Like when it's at risk.
Absolutely. It's your family.
Yeah, so it's like there's a bunch of different things to take into consideration when you're just a single human and they expect you to have the weight of the world on your shoulders and expect you to know everything and have all the answers and do exactly what they think you're supposed to do.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Any psychopaths in the chat? Guarantee there is. Guarantee there is. Yeah, propaganda. It's propaganda as well, yeah. It's called propaganda. Yeah, I was saying manipulation, but propaganda is used for manipulation, absolutely.
I'm trying to find my way, but now I'm feeling in prison from the stereotype. I was prepared for the fight. Hell, I'll be stereotyped into my burial site. I married a loaded gun when I married this mic. Ain't playing Russian roulette, ain't playing around with my life. Cause what I cannot lose is the respect that I've gained. Friendships I cherish, fuck the money and fame. Black American culture is in the thread of my veins. It's rock and roll till I die. I'm just a rebel in shame, yes, I apologize for me and anybody with that flag. Honestly, any proud southerner is sad. How do you think I feel when I look at my granddad, imagining him dead because of that piece of trash? I got nephews, nieces who need this peace between this, but media is fiendish. So if you feel like you're above it or beneath it, have a logical mind about who your team is. And when you look at me, dog, don't look at me like another branch off a tree, dog. I took the shit and balanced it the best that I could. Try to hold up the wood of America's old seesaw. But this ain't hee-haw with me, ma. We ain't on the Cosby Show, are we, bro? Daddy may give a goodnight kiss, but I can promise you this, that you ain't promised tomorrow. I wish I could go back to the innocence. I remember my friends with no differences. What pigment is relative, is it it? Maybe by 2050 we'll be over it. Big crit, I love you, homie, keep killing shit. You inspired us first, I got your back, and that's limitless. It is what it is, we cannot fix all this ignorance. American flags up, it's over, I'm into this.
Yo, I just want to say, even though that little wrap up he did at the end, he said some real shit in there, right? But he said a bunch of it was like appeasing the crowd shit as
Pander.
well. Yeah, well, it's not. I don't think it's pandering because he's not trying to gain off of it. He's trying to stop his own destruction off of it.
Yeah.
So I think what it is he's being, when you back someone into a corner, like I was just trying to say, you back someone in the corner and the way that they want to feed the way that they feed their kids. Like if you lose your job, if you're about to lose your job, if your job says, if you're doing your job, you think you're doing your job your best, and they say you're not doing good enough, we're gonna fire you if you don't do it better. You're gonna try to do what the fuck they say to do. You know what I mean? Like even if you're doing it fine, that's like he's being manipulated into believing that he's in the wrong in a situation that he had nothing to do with. Yeah. He has like, nothing to do with.
Do this or you lose your job.
And that's what a psyop is. Like this is what the government and media does. He said the media is fiendish. This is a real thing. That's what I'm saying. He's speaking real things in there, but in reality, like the media uses events to change public perception of something.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes. Quickly, too.
Yes. And like America, the government has done this, has created events to use the media based on those events to change the public's perception on something.
Yeah.
That happens all the time to justify war, to justify a bunch of different things. And the media does this shit all the time. And the fact that it's weaponized against a rapper who's just trying to feed his family is crazy. That's the
wild.
craziest thing.
He said, I apologize for me and everybody. Like,
yeah,
don't apologize for yourself, bro.
I felt cringe.
Yeah.
I felt cringe down my arms.
Yeah.
But I honestly feel bad for him.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing.
Because
he feels like he had to apologize. Yeah. That's crazy.
And not everybody has that, like, confirmation of, like, this is okay to feel like this type shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, I do understand, like, he probably deep down is like, this is kind of bullshit that I have to do this, you know? But, like, it's hard to take a stance sometimes.
You know what cognitive dissonance is?
Yeah, sort of.
His brain, because of the situation he's in, is making him see it as, even if he knows he's not in the wrong and he has no connection, he'll start seeing the connection because they're putting it in his brain so much. And it's his life that's at stake. Like an interrogation. Yeah. They do it. They start making you think it, and you're like, oh, well.
Maybe it is.
I am wrong. Yeah. Even though you know you're not. You know what I mean? It's like.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's like dude who said, subscribe to PewDiePie in Christchurch.
So, yeah, now PewDiePie is supposed to be.
PewDiePie's a bad guy.
Like, you can't control
dude
others.
PewDiePie's one of the most watched YouTubers. Yes. I'm sure there's way more murderers who have watched PewDiePie. They just didn't say that.
Yeah,
the internet's very powerful.
All of the murders in the world, all of the shootings, the school shootings, all the crazy things, like these people all, like there's something.
Yeah, gaslighting. Yep, that's what it was. Yep,
that they enjoy. It's like so crazy.
That's exactly he got gaslit. That's exactly
he did.
That's a perfect. That's the perfect definition of what they did to him right here, and it's crazy because the dude, like, bro,
he can rap, man.
But it's so wild what the media turned into, because this used to happen to Eminem, and he used to do a similar thing, but he never like came out just like, I apologize. He would like either double down or he would explain himself, whatever.
Yeah.
But like in 2015, you had to apologize.
So
because
crazy.
The media, because the industry bought creativity and talent. They bought your mind. The industry buys your mind. You know what I mean? And Eminem was signed to Eminem, so that's crazy to me that he would even go this route. I feel like he needed to, but that song would have been fine had he left that apology out. But I get it. Again, you look at it as a timepiece. You know what I mean? You look at it as what happened at that time. 2015, they were making rappers apologize for things that they didn't do. Now 2024 is even crazier. This is why Kanye's energy is so necessary. You know what I mean? That type of energy.
Straight up.
Yeah, never apologize. Never apologize, because it's not going to change anything. All you're doing is admitting that you meant what they said you meant, even if that wasn't your intent. What are you apologizing for? Fuck that. If you know you're not that, then why would you apologize?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But yeah. Is that the end of the song?
I think so. That's the end of the lyrics.
All I know, I'm not even gonna go back and go over the lyrics, because I think we all understood what just happened. But that he started getting into a bag.
Yeah.
At the end there.
Yeah.
With the multi-rhyming, right? The inner, like, bro, hold on here. Bro, what did he say? We'll go back to, I'm not gonna go all the way back. There was some shit. I think you guys understood what was being said there. But hold on here. The explanation all the way up to that apology, I was with it.
Yeah.
I was with it, bro, because he was like just explaining his mindset, but then being like, after all that, now I want to apologize. Bro, you already explained why you don't need to apologize before that. Everything you said before that was why you didn't need to apologize. But and for everybody else on top of it,
that was like a force.
The pandering part.
That was a force.
That's where it becomes pandering. Where you're like,
chill, bro.
And I apologize on behalf of everyone else.
That's like, whoa.
No.
Whoa, that's not what we do over here.
No, you apologize for you, my guy. That's it.
Yeah.
If you want to apologize, do that. But nah, you can't apologize for everybody.
Especially other grown adults.
Now you're admitting that symbol is racist
for everyone.
Everyone who holds that symbol dear is a racist, and that's just not the case.
Crazy.
That can't be the case. You can't be letting people turn your it's like black people taking the word nigga or the hard R and turning it into nigga and being like, oh, now it's a term of endearment. Nigga, it's whatever I say it is now.
Yeah.
Whatever I say it is. And you can tell me, people tell me all the time, why do you keep using that word? You're only making yourself look, I don't care how I look to you, nigga. I don't care how I look to you because I say it. I'm choosing to say it. Nigga, it's me. You don't decide my intent with this word. You don't decide nothing that I do, what the intent is. You can't be in my head. Only God knows, bro. You can't be in my head and know anything.
Yeah.
And
at the end of the day, that's it. It's God and what he, what your intentions is. He knows your actual intentions. Who cares what everybody else thinks?
But hold on, that's what I want to point to here. Hold on. He started going crazy here. Where is it? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. He said, I got nephews and nieces who need this peace between this, but the media is fiendish. As soon as he started doing that, I'm like, okay, this nigga
going in.
Yeah, that's the type of shit I like to hear right there. And then what he say? So if you feel like you're above it or beneath it, have a logical mind about who your team is. That part was like, nah, I'm not feeling it. But then he said, and when you look at me, dog, don't look at me like another branch off a tree log. I took this shit and balanced it the best that I could, trying to hold up the wood of America's seesaw. What? That right there was the whole song, bro. That right there was the whole song.
Yep.
That's it. That's the message, bro. And then said,
straight up,
but this ain't hee-haw with me, ma. What? Bro, he was going crazy. Bro, and he did. What did I say? He knows how to rhyme. Remember?
It was
up before.
Yeah.
Here it goes. He said, "Pussy hotter than blue steel for Drew Hill. So Jesus, come take the wheel. No, you steer drunk. The truth, the youth here are punks. The truth here come." Bro, the way he rhymed that, I loved it. Oh, I was like, what are you reaching out?
She's touching me.
But yeah, he bodied that. This man can rap. He can rap really, really well.
Yeah, he can. He has his own style.
Yeah. You can hear he has Eminem influence in there, but it's not like, oh, I'm just copying Eminem. Like people like to say about every white rapper that comes out, which is most rappers don't sound like Eminem. But you can hear influence, you know what I mean? And he uses it perfectly. I don't know. He's dope. He's fucking dope. That was dope.
Straight up.
That was dope other than the apology, you know?
Yeah, that's okay.